Guys, today you need to be prepared for massive volatility as the inflation numbers are going to come in. So this is going to affect the Bitcoin price. But more importantly, guys, we do have some very concerning news right now. Something that could cause crypto to go down to zero. So today we are going to talk about this. We're going to talk about everything you need to know if you are at all involved in the crypto space. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Chris, bringing you cryptocurrency videos every day, teaching you how to make money in this market. If you are new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe and activate the bell right now. So let's get started, guys. So what you can see for Bitcoin is that after finding support of this orange line down here at 24,862, we actually did see a quite significant pump, and we did see us come up to the next level of resistance at 26,435. So you can see how Bitcoin is still respecting each and every one of these support and resistance levels. So you can see that after finding support multiple times, and I said this in my video yesterday, that we've been been hitting this red line so many times, and it wasn't a good sign that we came down below it. Although yes, we did see a V-shaped recovery here with this immediate bounce. But I wanted us to see some more confidence. I wanted us to see a move up to the orange line up here. And we did see that. So right now, I would say things are still very much sideways. Things are still very much up in the air in regards to where Bitcoin is going to go next. Of course, midterm, long term, I think that Bitcoin is going to go up. However, right now, you can see that we got rejected from this point. So we're most likely going to stay within this range for a little while longer until you have a big catalyst pushing us in either direction. But the lower we go, the bigger the opportunity to buy, of course. So if we come down, I will be buying that dip. And for traditional markets, you can see that we are right now resting on the red line here of the orange box. So you can see that this is happening right now. So let's see if we can hold up the traditional markets price right here. And also, because of this pump yesterday, most of my bots actually reached their take profit price. There were two bots that didn't, and these are the bots that are down 5% and 10%. But other than that, you do have both of the fast bots are doing well. The Bitcoin one is up 10, Ethereum one is up 20. The Bitcoin slow bot is up almost 7, and the Bitcoin cycle bot is up almost 12%. So this is good for the bots, of course, and that move to the upside here reached the take profit prices, so that is good. Now the bots are accumulating new positions. Of course, we do still have these ones that are holding the old positions. So we will see about that when these are actually going to hit that take profit price, hopefully sooner rather than later. Right now, this is how things are looking. And of course, if you want to use these trading strategies yourself, there's a unique promotion right now where you are able to get $50 completely for free. So how it works is you deposit $50, and then within 7 to 14 days you are going to get $50. You don't have to trade with your own money. You can trade with just that voucher that you get. So how you claim it? Only for the first 200 users, guys. So very limited right now. Click on this link, and then once you get to this is only for first time depositors. So limited to 200 users, and then click join now. So once you do that, you will be eligible to get this 50 USDT once you deposit 50 USDT. So make sure to take advantage of that. Also, of course, big bonuses on Bybit up to $30,000 for new users. So make sure to sign up using this link as well. So the inflation numbers are being released later on today. Now it's expected that the inflation in general is going to go up a tiny little bit, but of course, if it goes up much more than the market is anticipating, then be prepared for volatility to the downside. If for some reason it goes up lower than expected, meaning that it actually comes in lower than what the market is expecting, well, be prepared for some upside volatility, of course. So this is basically as simple as it is right now. So let us see. Now, just a reminder, for the next meeting on the 20th of September, it's expected that the Fed are not going to increase the interest anymore. However, depending on the numbers that may come in here, that could change. Now, 93% believes that they're not going to change it. So that is how it is looking right now. There are coming up other events as well. You have the GDP month over month for Great Britain. It came in at minus 0.5% here. So this was actually lower than expected. So a little bit of a recession potentially here in Great Britain. And then of course you do have the inflation rates coming in from the US today. Tomorrow you have the ECB interest rate decision. It's expected that they will raise it by 25 basis points as well. And then you have some information coming from China as well on Friday. So basically today until Friday are actually going to be quite significant in terms of how the market is going to react to all of this data coming out. Now, just as a reminder, guys, if this is actually going to be the case and that we may have seen the last interest rate hike from the Fed, whether it be this September, now the market believes that there's a slight chance, a 40% chance that they might increase it by 25 basis points in November as well. But let's say if it is actually the case that this is the top for the interest rates, just a reminder that the majority of the times when you've hit a high in the interest rates and the Fed starts to pivot and start to cut interest rates, that is usually when you see the largest drop in the stock market, as you can see by this chart right here. So this is definitely something to pay attention to right now, guys. In general, you do see the bigger drop after the interest rate. And this is logical because everyone are like, okay, so now it's going to be full steam ahead once the Fed starts to pivot, starts to cut interest rates. But if everyone are thinking like that, then of course everyone will be acting accordingly. So this is why you could see a drop after the Fed actually pivots. On the other hand, we have this data right now and the information is so readily available right now. So if everyone thinks now that this data is out that we're going to see a drop after the Fed pivots, well, maybe we're not going to see it. So you can see how this is getting very it's just a personal opinion of what you think. But for Bitcoin with the ETF, with everything happening, that is, of course, also an X factor to pay attention to. There are other X factors as well. Guys, I need to talk about this here in a little bit. But just some more information in regards to the ETFs. You do have Franklin Templeton, also filing for a spot Bitcoin ETF. So this is huge. They have over $1.5 trillion in assets under management, which was not actually written in this article, but that is the case. So a lot of money being put into this ETF thing for Bitcoin. Everyone wants to be involved because there's so much money to be made here. Also, in regards to some X factors we need to consider, the Binance.US CEO actually resigned yesterday as Binance is downsizing its workforce. Now, we do see executive after executive leave Binance, which is not a good sign. And this was posted by Adam Cochran, who has been saying previously that you're going to see some big things against Binance, but crypto as a whole is going to be fine. Now, this is the latest. So this is something I need to share with you. Not spreading FUD, just relaying this information. So I've been saying if Binance blows up, we'll be fine in no time. I got a tip that I've not yet been able to fully verify, but I would lean towards it being true. And if it is true, it will be a longer, more painful ride than I thought. And life behind bars would be a good outcome for CZ, meaning that best case, he's going to go to jail. I wouldn't know what would be the worst case then. Okay, I guess life behind bars could mean 1 month, it could mean 1 year. I guess the worst case would be lifetime for CZ, but let's continue. I've sent that tip to some journalists, I think, and confirm if it is real, and will keep folks updated if I get anything back. So these journalists are going to do some digging and see if this tip that he got is actually true or not. But in good faith, I had to redact my will be fine stance and replace it with, so this is the stance, like I was explaining, he had before. We will be fine if something happens to Binance. But now he's changing it to will probably be okay unless this other part is real, in which case, holy F, we're going to zero and going to have to rebuild up again over time. So basically what he is saying is a complete reset of the crypto space. If whatever tip he has here, which he, by the way, is leaning towards being true, he thinks it's so serious that the crypto space will have to reset and yeah, start over again. Now, this is also what he said, because this is a very alarming, and this is of course a very, I mean, this is gonna spread a lot of panic, but this is also following up on that. You're all great. I would absolutely rather be wrong and get to be branded as the boy who cried wolf than be the guy who was right and said nothing. Just like I did with FTX, which saved a bunch of people their money. If Bloomberg news about the CEO in the US resigning barely nudges this market, I'm not stupid enough to think my late night tweet is going to do it. So yeah, this is the case right now, guys. We know that there's several things going on with Binance right now in terms of lawsuits, Department of Justice, this and that. I've covered this extensively and I will continue to cover it on my channel, but yeah, I guess be prepared for this. This could take years until it unfolds though. It could take 1 month, it could take 6 months, it could take a year. So with that said, guys, just be mindful of this in the back of your head. And yeah, that is what I got for you. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.